sat down before or stood up, and it's certainly to a certain extent it's not fun, but at the same time, I love both these guys. I love both their families, and somebody's going to be happy and somebody's going to use this field to get better, and you just be honest. That hopefully fares well.
Is delivering news like that one of the harder things you have to do as a coach, or as a coach?
I don't know. It's certainly, that part of it certainly isn't, it's not something you're excited about by any stretch, but at the same time, we need to do what's best for the team, and that's, if somebody's going to be unhappy, and if you let that part of it be your motivation, then the fourth team tailbacks doesn't get as many reps as the third team tailback, and that's not as good for the team. So that, from that standpoint, it's, it happens. Yeah.
What was the separation?
It just came down to, I think, decision making, taking care of the football a little bit better, and just scoring points at a little bit greater rate. And again, we're not talking about an A grade and a C grade. We're talking about percentage points, and so from that standpoint, it's good.
How much do you feel like you have two quarterbacks at this point if something happens?
I feel very much like that. I think we've had confidence in Brian since the national championship game. If Darren would have gone down, he would have come off red shirt, and all week, all throughout preparation, we were talking about, hey man, you can come in the second quarter, win the national championship, and off your red shirt. That'd be a pretty good way to burn your red shirt here. And we have a lot of confidence in him, as well as a lot of other backups. But they're very similar guys. They're not. Again, this isn't a slam the door on Brian Bennett festival. Very excited about his future.
What kind of concern is there about a guy like Brian leaving after something like this?
Well, that's something that certainly is somewhere on your mind. I think Brian is much. I don't know if loyal is the right word. I think he's got a lot of great friends on this team, very close to a lot of people on this team. He's a great leader on this team, and I think he has a ton invested here. And again, it's not like the door's been slammed shut. He knows what he needs to improve upon, and it's not, that's not relative to Marcus. It's relative to Brian, and so that there's certainly a huge light out there somewhere.
How close was this in comparison to other quarterback contests that you've gone through here?
Pretty close. I've been at other places. There's I don't know from a just a pure percentage point type of deal, but these guys made it hard for a long time, and they kind of go back and forth, and then just toward the end there was just a little gradual separation, and that's usually what happens. Kind of plays itself out.
Did you see any attitude differences just throughout practice today with the 2-deep chart being announced through the roster? Did you see any sort of attitude differences?
There were a couple guys that got spurred a little bit, that had a little different pep in their step that you hadn't seen before, that were on the scout team, and that's good too. That competition breeds just hopefully an increased level of everybody. And so there were a couple guys out there that was noticeable.